right, we're back. It's been a minute, but we are back. This is Matt with the Comic Haul crew coming to you with another haul video. Now, this haul video may be a little bit different than what you are normally used to. I've got a couple of magazines here. I've got a couple of comics, a couple of books. The reason I hadn't done a haul video in a while is I've been waiting for a lot of this stuff to come in. And so it is here. And so we are about to get down to business. Right out of the gate is Sport. This book is from oh man, I want to see it's in the, let's see if it's on the calendar. Yep, it is 1966. This is oh man, Oscar Robertson. That's Oscar Robertson there, and I can't think of his name, but I know who that is. Oscar Robertson. This is actually a book here. This is Sports Extra Baseball. This is actually a book I actually found in the attic cleaning up about a month or two ago. I was cleaning up, looking for some stuff, and came across some of my uncle's old Sports Illustrateds, and was like, okay, well, yeah, I'll take these. And so I've been waiting for Bag and Boards to get here, and as you can see, I've got a trusty magazine box now to put this stuff in. So I've been trying to bag and board, get all this stuff sorted out. I can tell you, ordering magazines, some of the magazines I've ordered from on eBay and different places I found them, it's really tough to find these jokers in really good shape. So I mean, you find some of these in good shape, you better damn sure hold on to them. So nonetheless, I went ahead and I got both of these two here, and one just hit the floor. It didn't bend, and yes, that's me you see coming. So let me, I'm going to do this today, is I'm going to take this off while we're doing the show, and I'm going to sit these in the box as I do them. So that's how we're going to do that, because these things are huge and I don't feel like being bothered with stuff sliding the entire time. All right, so next up, we've got Beckett, and we've got Beckett's. And we got Joe Montana and Michael Jordan. Picking those up as I see them. A lot of it is more or less nostalgic purpose, but just picking them up, man, you can find these for little or nothing. So I just pick them up as I see them as I go. So, all right, let me get these sorted out here. All right, we're gonna put that in the box as we go. All right, next up, we got another Beckett. It's actually one of the covers of one of my favorite baseball cards. I've always liked that picture of Bo Jackson with the shoulder pads on, the old school LOD look. I really like that. So I decided I'd pick that up at one of my local sports stores. And so I've had this, the only place I've ever seen it out and about. Next up, this is actually came out of my collection. This is actually something I had held on to for years. And yeah, I'm a victim of my own dumbassness. I just realized I actually drew on this book. But anyway, it's the Eurosport. For those who are soccer fans, y'all remember this. Eurosport is the book that we used to always order our soccer cleats. That was the only place we could order soccer cleats, jerseys, and everything out of, because it was really hard to find stores back in the day that actually had soccer merchandise outside of maybe one or two sports stores, but you had to really look for them. So when you wanted to order like exotic cleats, shin guards, and things of that magnitude, you usually have to order them out of a magazine. Eurosport was the spot that started it all, and this is their first catalog. And my dumb ass decided to put a pen to that. I guess I was sitting in class going through the book, but I drew on it. But anyway, this is the first issue of Eurosport, so I decided I'd hold on to it. All right, next up, I have been picking these up because they're a little bit starting to become tough to find in good, decent shape. We have a Game Pro, We have another Game Pro. And I've been picking these up as I see them. Now, I am an avid collector of game magazines. All of my other ones, I've got a couple of that are actually still upstairs in the attic. And a couple of that are in my storage. But these, I found these two out in the wild that were in really pristine condition. So I'll be sending these off to get graded. But I went ahead and got these. And they're both newsstands. So that's, you know, even a bigger plus, so I don't have to deal with the label. And, you know, I'm just trying to grab these as I can because these are scarce. Especially in good shape. These to the back. Finding them in good shape. All right, next up, we've got some more video game stuff. We've got Visions. And see, this one does have a label. This is Visions, Street Fighter 2. That's just a classic. That's the classic Street Fighter cover. And that was what drew me to it. So I picked it up. Next up, Electronic Gaming Monthly. Rest in peace. This is actually my cousin. He passed away. He actually had this in his collection. And all signs point out, I know exactly why he had it in his collection. He was a huge Undertaker fan. And so he had this one in his collection. And he probably got it when he worked at Electronic Boutique. And so he just had it. It was in pretty good shape. I will be sending this off for pressing and cleaning. Yes, you can press and clean these. Just all depends on the way the cover is made. And so I said I'll pick this up and get it pressed and cleaned, and we'll send it off to get graded. And it'll be interesting to see how that comes back. Now this one I paid a little bit of money for. This is actually one of the pricier game books, but this is Nintendo Power. This is the Mario Kart Newsstand Edition, and so I got that. And you know, I actually bought this when I was younger. Of course, mine was, the cover was ripped off of it. But, you know, I find these in pretty good shape. I tend to pick them up as well. Nintendo Powers tend to be worth a little something. All right. All right. Let's see. All right, we'll go this route. So I can go ahead and tuck these away. Got some classic stuff here. We got some Inside Wrestling with Mr. T. It's like, hey man, you know, classic wrestling covers, man, Mr. T. And I was just like, you know what, that's a dope book. I've been getting back into buying some old wrestling books and stuff. So I saw this fine fella for a little or nothing. I went ahead and picked it up. Two of my biggest pickups. One is Major League Wrestling. This is actually a souvenir program from an AWA wrestling event. When Hulk Hogan, I think he came back to AWA around that time. And also in this is actually him. This is actually from Rocky the movie, Rocky 3. I think it's Rocky 3. And we also have, I bought this one for sentimental purposes. We actually have a cover appearance of Bobo Brazil. A lot of people don't know Bobo Brazil is actually one of the trailblazers for black wrestlers back in the day. He was actually highly thought of as one of the greatest black wrestlers of all time. And so I saw this and was like, absolutely, I actually bid on this on eBay. Well, not bid, but put in an offer, and the guy went ahead and got it. So I worked with me on it. So I ended up getting it. And so I was thrilled to be able to add this one to my collection. And so both of these will be going off to get graded probably in the next week or two. Especially, definitely the Hulk Hogan and the Bobo Brazil. All right, so I've got a couple here. I'm actually gonna sit these off to the side because I don't want them to get messed up in the box. So I'll put those in later. We've also got we got John Cena on the cover with Method Man. This is old school. This is the Cena I know. This is the doctor of thugonomics, John Cena. So I was like, yeah, we'll work with that. And so I picked up the doctor of thugonomics, John Cena, and Method Man. All right. Also, we've got another This is actually the first issue of SmackDown. Slide this over a little bit here. First issue of SmackDown with the Doctor of Thugonomics right after he did the change, because he came in as the prototype, and then this is the first issue, and this is right around when he first started the whole gimmick of the Doctor of Thugonomics. All right. Would not be a WWF magazine without some swag. We've got Trish Stratus, and we've got Hot. Who is this on this cover here? We've got Candice Michelle. Candice Michelle. I mean, who is this? Candice. I can't remember Candice's damn last name. I'm sure Sean will tell me. Michelle McCool and Kelly Kelly. And I was just like, you know what, man? This is for all y'all young folk. This is what the WWF used to be like. It used to be rough stuff, you know. So that's the WWF I grew up on. All right, and we also have here. We have Goldberg. We have the Entertainment Weekly issue featuring. This was at the highest of the heights of the Monday Night Wars, and so this was probably this is about at the highest of the heights. I think this is right when Goldberg started to take off, and so I bought this just because of the significance, the historical significance of it, and I picked up a couple of these, and so here we go. Decided I wanted to add that to the stash. All right, let's see what else we got here. Next up, we've got some classics. I'll tell you what, I'll say those for last. We'll go this way. We'll go this route. We're gonna go another route, y'all, and then we'll go into comics. There are some comics on here. I've got my pulls for this week. All right, this is a tough one to find. This is actually the second appearance of Mike Tyson for Ring magazine, but this is actually his first photo of him after he won the world title for the first time. So this is actually his first world title cover, but he just didn't have the belt. I got this one for a good deal, picked it up, and of course this will be graded as well. Next up, two fun ones for you. We've got Pretty Boy Floyd, and we've got another Pretty Boy Floyd. So I got those to add to the stash, and just basically because there's a lot of a lot going on here. You've got Floyd, Evander, Sugar Shane Mosley. Trying to think. Is this? Let me see. Yeah, that's Klitschko. I just realized that is Klitschko right there. I didn't even realize Klitschko was on there when I got it, but yeah, Klitschko's on that cover, young Klitschko. So this is an early Klitschko cover. Apparently these are really too tough to find. I just happened to see them out in the wild, and I snatched them up with the quickness. I mainly snatched that one up because that's an early Mayweather when he first won his title. We also have here a couple of other ones. We've got a classic battle. This is when Lennox Lewis won his title, and then here's another early Floyd in Boxing Digest with Antonio Tarver. I think this is after he beat Roy Jones, if I'm not mistaken. So, excuse me, y'all. All right, we've got some swag for the masses. We got some swag for the masses. Just go ahead and put that out there. We're gonna go reverse. I'll say that last book for last, since that is a pretty hefty book. We've got some stuff with Stacy Keibler, and we've got some stuff with J-Lo. So we got those. I'll be sending this. This one has a little bit. When I got it, it had a little bit of a nick up there. So I'm gonna see if I can get this cleaned up a little bit there. It's gonna be hard with the cover, whatever, but we'll try to get that cleaned up. And I'm gonna add these on in the box. So it's got a little weight so I can kind of sit those in there. Next up, we've got some more swag. And this will kind of go, well, I'll save that. And we'll kind of go into it. We got some major swag here. We've got the Girls of Penthouse 1987. The reason this is significant is because it's the one of some of Miss America Vanessa Williams. This is I think this is some of that stuff that got her banned. It's not the actual issue, but this is like the one like right around it. But this is actually one of the harder ones to find. And this is in pristine condition, so I'll definitely be sending this one off to get graded. And it'll go in the personal collection, man. Could just walk around back in the day and go, hey, I want to get a copy of Vanessa Williams. that just wasn't happening back in the day, so I can go get that stuff now. So I'm like, yeah, we'll get it. All right, we've got some swag on the way. We've got Sports Illustrated swimsuit. We've got Sports Illustrated swimsuit, and we've got Sports Illustrated swimsuit. Oh yeah, so got those, and I'm gonna add those to the stash and to the CGC slab. You know, times like this is when I wish CBCS would have like magazine grading. And if anybody knows if they do, please let me know in the chat. I really would like to send those off because those are going to be pretty much personal in my personal collection. All right, so we've got some classic Sports Illustrated. This one is a real doozy. We've got Sports Illustrated with Arthur Ashe on the cover, newsstand edition. And so I was like, dude, you know, from a historical perspective, I had to pick this up. So pick that one up, and we're probably gonna add these in. Matter of fact, let me do that now. So I'll go ahead and start trying to add these in. All right, so we got that. We have MJ. This is early Michael Jordan. I think this is the 1986. So this is like his second or third cover appearance on Sports Illustrated. And so I snagged that one up, man, just for purposes of, you know why. You kind of can tell why. We'll sit Mike in there. We got another one. This one is from 1988. And that's just a gorgeous cover of Mike. That one. We've got another Michael Jordan. We've got him on the cover with Shaq, battling it out. And I was like, yeah, you know, I'm just trying to kind of get a lot of Jordan covers. Picked up this goofy one here of of Tiger Woods. Does have the label on it, which sucks. But I went ahead and picked it up anyway. I got it for like a really good deal. I think I paid $2 for it. So I went ahead and got it. Then we've got this is actually a variant. This is actually a variant. And these are actually harder to find than actual Sports Illustrated. But this is Sports Illustrated Kids. This is actually the first cover for Kobe Bryant solo. So this is actually a tough one. And it also has the variant for office use only, which means this is actually only this was actually a subscription to an office, and so they did not put the actual address on there. They just actually put for office use only, which is these are actually harder to find, the ones that say for office use only in the subscription box. So got that one. We also found these. I tend to find these at flea markets a lot, so I just Sports Illustrated preview. It does have a label on it, but I paid $1 for it, so I was like, yeah, I'll take it. And it still presents pretty well. And this is for the Olympic Games in 1996. So picked it up. This is one that I found up in the attic. This is Ohio State, still #1. I think this is some early Ohio State there. This is 1968, I believe, 69. And so I just, I fuck Ohio State. I'm sorry if y'all are Ohio State fans watching, but the hell with them. Y'all motherfuckers know me. Ohio State is aggravating, man. And of course, anybody who knows me, I'm pretty sure y'all will say fuck this team once I put them out there. But anybody who knows me knows I'm a diehard Patriots fan. So of course, I went and got my boy. I got my boy. I got my boy. You got my team. You got my team. I got my team. And yes, I got my team. We're going Patriots, 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 baby. The GOAT. The GOAT. Even though he at Tampa Bay, still my boy. We Patriots to the day I die. Last sports book that I have is we have a beautiful cover of Peyton Manning on the cover with his dad, Sports Illustrated newsstand edition. And so we have that one in the stash. Last magazine before we get to the comics. Last one, and I did not have anything big enough to fit this in, but I'm actually sending this off. This is a copy of the beautiful Sade Fader magazine. This absolutely stunning photo of Sade from 2001, and it's absolutely beautiful. So I'll be sending this off to get graded. All right. Last but not least, let's roll into these books. Some of these I picked up this week. Some of these I picked up last week. I just have not wanting to do a whole video until I got those magazines in. So here you go. All right. We have a Nice House on the Lake 4, which I'll be reading tonight. We have Dancing with the Dragon. And we've got, you've already seen it. We've got this. If anybody has not watched the cartoon of this, man, the cartoon of Harley Quinn is absolutely hilarious. I mean, absolutely hilarious. Definitely not for kids, as you can see by this cover, but it's definitely hilarious. So check it out on HBO Max. Pure D comedy. We have a mint condition copy of Sabretooth. I mean, minty. You can look here. Look at that spine. No spine ticks. But we have a copy of Sabretooth here. And hard to find this back then in mint condition. So that's actually going to get put in a top load in a top loader. 1 in 25. We have a 1 in 25 Del Auto Spider Island variant, number 2. So I mean, anybody knows me know I love Del Auto, and I was like, yeah, that's just a tough cover. So we picked that up, and I did not know it was a 125 until I got home and checked. I told y'all we'll keep picking these up every time I see them. I keep telling y'all can find these deals. We got $5 for Sorcerer Supreme. I can't remember what issue that is, but that's the variant. So yep, pick it up. We have the Moon Knight 52. Just like the cover. Nice clean white cover. So I'll pick it up. We have the Ghost Rider. This is the first appearance of Steel Wind. It was in pretty good shape for its age, so I was like, yep, I'll pick it up. And it's a direct edition too. So I said, yep, I'll pick it up. We also have here Marvel Comics Presents 49 and Marvel Comics Presents, 48 and 49. And I picked both of those up because of Wolverine and Spider-Man on the cover together. May not be worth a damn, but I just picked it up because I saw them on the cover together. And this one I paid a little bit, may have overpaid on this, but I just really thought the art was good. And I think this is his first variant. This is Amazing Spider-Man. This is the first Spider-Man variant. It's God, brother, gotta Straczynski. Amazing Spider-Man 43. There's a lot of good artwork in this series, so kind of be on the lookout for these if you see them, and some of them go for a decent amount, and so just kind of be on the lookout for those as you get them. Let me see. I think I got one more over here. I think I got one more. Let's see. Nope. That's not it. That's not it. I think that's everything. Nope. Yep, that's it. Yep, that's it. So, all right. So that is it for this haul, and just because that is it, I'm not gonna let it be the last thing. I'm gonna bring my girl back to close us out. We're gonna bring back Shawty to close us out. That is my haul. That is it. Thanks for hanging in there with me, and we've got more stuff on the way. Make sure you check us out here on the Comic Haul Crew. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Check us out on IG under the same name as the Comic Haul Crew. You will find us, and also make sure you tell a friend about the Comic Haul Crew. And hey, check out our library, man. We got stuff going all the way back to 2016, all the way up to now. So we've got enough content to quench your thirst. All right. She may say we are the sweetest taboo. All right. And with that, I am Matt, and I am out. This is it. Peace. Have a good one. We'll see you on the other side.